This message is from my people. Strangers, cover your ears. How the fuck are we supposed to take Colorado Springs if you can't handle a band of waste trash? I'm fucking disappointed. I really am. I'm in a finger-taking mood, guys.
Making our presence known. I planned. You didn't.
games.
Gwendolyn Reed. She's head of the Reed family, and my ex-boyfriend's mother. She's terrible.
You're not one of Victory's thugs. They at least look dangerous. Ah. You're the Rangers that Saul Buchanan sent for. Months ago, if I recall. Where are my daughters? Are they safe? I don't recall asking for excuses. I asked if my daughters are safe. Victory had me sitting here for days, threatening to fill those empty chairs with my headless daughters, while you frolicked in the snow. I will have words with Saul Buchanan about the punctuality of his servants. Make no mistake. Now go take care of his infantile son, if you can even manage that.
What are you doing? We'll get you out of this, Mrs. Reed. I promise.
As if your word means a stone nickel to me, Lucia Wesson.
Mrs. Reed didn't approve of Isaac and me. As if I wasn't good enough for her coward of a son.
My younger brother. Victory Buchanan found it amusing to saw off my brother's head in front of me. He left the corpse to keep me company. And also, as he put it, in case I got very hungry. I have been sitting here motionless for days, you witless buffoons. Answering his questions and denying any association with his lawless sister Liberty, who he is convinced is plotting his downfall. As if he needed any help. It is some petty revenge for a well-deserved slight I paid him at some dinner or another years ago. What a small man. I embarrassed him by asking him a simple question he had no answer to, then told him he didn't deserve a place at the table. This, I suppose, is his little joke. This is a mistake. You had no right to throw him in your filthy gulag, and I'll have him out as soon as I'm free.
Hey, strangers! Shit! It took you long enough to get here.
Rangers, let's not waste time talking. We should put this monster down.
Play it safe, Rangers. We want them alive.
Yeah, come on in. Let's have some fun, huh?
Wow. Hey, look who it is, Clarence. Daddy's Rangers. In the flesh.
The Rangers? I heard they were a bunch of little fucking chicken shits.
Did you hear what happened to my little brother? Oh, fucking hilarious. I know it was hard to get here, and no offense, but you can fuck right off back to Colorado Springs and tell Daddy you failed. I like it here. You know, my friend Clarence here. What? You don't see him? Oh, shit. Am I seeing things again? Hold on. No. You're here, Clarence. Woo. Oh, gave me a scare there, chicken shits. Now, get the fuck out of here. You calling me names? Oh. In front of my best friend? Gotta be honest with you, Rangers. You're not making the best first impression on us. So why should we listen to you? Huh? That does sound tough. But I'm not worried. Not as long as I got my good buddy Clarence here. Clarence? Clarence? Oh, no! Oh, Clarence! He was 2 days away from retirement! It's just me then, huh? Fine. You got me, Rangers? Now what? Oh, that it? Sure thing, officers. Oh, but hold on. Before you slap the cuffs on, I have a... what's the word? A proposition for you. Don't lock me up. Take me with you. And I'll give you the VIP tour of Daddy's Kingdom. Everyone here knows me. Everyone's fucking terrified of me. And that means they'll be terrified of you. Stab you in the back. Do I strike you as the subtle type? If I fuck you over, you'll see it coming. Well, at least I tried. Take me away from all this, officer.
Copy, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. Go ahead. Copy that. Great job, November 1. Colorado will be better off with that guy behind bars. Over and out.
I know those names. Those are the poor ladies who married the patriarch. Every last one of them dead.
Sunlight and fucking cotton candy, am I right? You feel it, right? No fear, no pain, no hunger. Just like a dream. Dream, yes. This is my gift to you. You understand? Do as I say, and you can stay in the dream forever. Obey, dream giver. Always. That's right. Just keep breathing and leave the rest to me.
There you are, Rangers. Starting to wonder if Vic got you.
Good to see you getting shit done, November.
I'll radio HQ and get them to send us some transport. See you there.
Yeah, ditto.
Before you head out,
Right.
if I go back to Ranger HQ now, I'll probably end up in a room doing lab work. To be honest, I'm kind of tired of research. I'd rather take my chances out there with you. There are some things you just can't learn in the lab, you know? So, can I join your squad? No worries. I understand.
God protect and preserve you, strangers.
Hey, buddy. Welcome back. You here to talk or trade? Absolutely.
HQ calling Team November. Got a lady here says she's a desert ranger, part of Angela Death's advance team, with an important message. Gonna hold her here till you get back. Copy. Well, as far as I could tell, she's the real deal. Showed us her ranger star and everything. We're making her comfortable in the war room. She'll be here when you get back. Affirmative, Rangers. And before I forget, the guys and gals in R&D have put together some new tech. You should head back to HQ and see for yourselves. Over and out.
after all.
Don't jinx it. We ain't home yet. They put us back up.
Gippers and oil go hand in hand. What do you need, Rangers? Of course, have a seat. Sure.
Hey, it's our rescuers.
We're a couple of old survivors, but we'd be dead if it wasn't for you guys. So thanks.
Maybe some of our survivors' luck will rub off on you now. Return the favor, right? I'm fine. Except I ain't been warm since I got out of that cooler. I want to make a bonfire and curl up in it. And I ain't sure even that would be enough.
Yeah, I'm alright too. My bruises are turning interesting colors, but they always do that.
I guess you know what you're doing. But I got family dying back home, so whatever gets us to paid is what I want. The quicker, the better.
I wouldn't piss on this patriarch fuck if he was on fire.
Me neither. Pendejo can rot for all I care.
But if doing his dirty work saves Arizona, well then, I say we hold our noses and do it.
I'm an Atchison. Rail Nomad was just coming together when Ranger Citadel got nuked. Now it's worse than it ever was. Atchisons and Topekans at each other's throats, fighting over all the food we ain't got. Gonna be nobody left there if we don't get back soon.
I got no people except the Rangers. They took me in when no one else would. I can't fail them. I just can't.
Stay strong, November.
Hey, November. Got a delivery for you. Well, nice to have the heat on again. But I'm glad it was you negotiating with the Gippers rather than me. I can't stand those lunatics. Now, what can I help you with? Got a weird one for you. Someone raided the kitchen, ate all the prepackaged cookies, chugged 3 gallons of bison milk, vomited everywhere, and left a very nicely wrapped package for you. Anytime, Rangers. Always happy to tell war stories. How about a monster army story? Now, I know the monsters seem like a joke now, but back then, they were terrifying. Well, Saul decided to take advantage of that. So we went and waited in the houses of a village that had emptied out and watched as the monsters all roared into the town square to proclaim their arrival and demand tribute like they always did. As we covered him from the doors and windows, he strode out, head high and hammer in hand, and challenged the leader, a 7-foot bruiser. To be honest, I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought those psychos would shoot him in the back and leave us without a leader. But the Gorgon waved him down, and him and Saul went toe. I'd never seen Saul torn up so bad, red from head to toe. But finally he got in one good swing and took the Gorgon's head clean off. That's when the monster started shooting, but we still had him covered, so... I'll be here.
Lieutenant Train Zhang, Rangers. I've brought a message from Angela Death. Yep. I bet we just miss each other back home. My husband Jason and I left California with Colonel Death when she returned. Jason opened his gun shop at HQ and I signed on. Then Angela picked me for the Colorado advance team and I've been here ever since. Missing Jason like crazy, but that's the life of a ranger. My real name is Connie, but my husband always calls me Choo Choo Train, because my maiden name was Choo. Somehow, the other guys in my unit, I'm getting used to it. Colonel Death has info for you that's too sensitive for the airwaves. She wants a face-to-face. Sent me to a... Colonel Death will give you the details, but Liberty Buchanan is getting ready to make her move on her father. And the army she's assembled, well, let's just say they're probably not going to be. The Colonel has intel that will help you stop Liberty before she pulls the trigger. She doesn't have much reason to trust you, does she? Despite her showing you the Patriarch's bad side, you're still following his orders. If you want to meet her, it'll have to be on neutral ground. The House of the Hoon family. Just your squad. Nobody else. Will you come? You're probably not going to take her word as a ranger at this point. But think about it. You both want to stop Liberty Buchanan from starting her coup, right? And if that's not good enough, how about I offer myself as a hostage? I'll stay here at your base until you hear her out. What do you say? Thanks, Rangers. I'll be here until you get back.
Team November, we've got trouble. Scar collectors are attacking the perimeter at multiple points. We're coordinating the defense now, but we need all hands on deck.
Will do.
Always a pleasure.
Anytime.
Hey, I'm feeling much better now. Ready to help out any way I can. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine, I guess. Not really inspiring anybody, but that's not really our job, is it? Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get there. We could try harder, though. Later!
Sato.
Rangers, come out and play! Liberty says, thanks for dealing with her brothers. Now, deal with this. Let's party!
to die! Can't see me! Coming in from this side! not dead yet!
Somebody, suppressing marshals!
didn't.
Jesus, keep me from all wrong.
You don't remember?
What do you need, Rangers? Have a seat. I won't.
Damn, we're good. Jesse, did you just...
Thanks.
Gee, this is great. It's...
Getting oil from the Gippers is a godsend. Hard to run a machine shop without it. Well, sure.
Oh, hey now, sweetheart. No need to drag it up.
Whatever happened before, you're Carter now. If and you want to be.
Thanks. Mighty nice of you. Mighty nice.
Stay sharp.
Thanks for sharing your HQ.
So glad you brought back a look at the logo.
Welcome back, Team November.
Got some upgrades, November? Tread carefully. That's how they get you. What the hell kind of name is that? Anyway, good work. Keep at it. Yeah? Can you imagine what would have happened if they took those resources? It could have created thousands of robots. It'd be a goddamn robot roach pop. Keep at it.
Read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector, I cracked up.
Oh, you again. What do you want? How do you know my name? My mama? She's alive. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what it means to me. You, I'll leave as soon as
Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
Rangers, what brings you here?
indeed.
Hey, you got a car? Cause I'm good to drive.
What can I do for you, Rangers? Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
What do you want, Rangers? Don't you have any place else to be? Not you, if that's what you're asking. My marshals won't ever kiss the Ranger Star. Not after you shot their brothers in Little Vegas. What's on your mind? Hell, the work camp is no secret. It's a hard labor prison for career criminals, far away from law-abiding folks. Hard labor's better than the pillories, right? Old Saw warned me you'd dig up our secrets. I was right next to the Patriarch when he struck that deal with the Godfishers. We had lost a lot of people fighting the gangs, but somehow they kept coming. Knocked down one, another took its place. Looked like we'd be overrun. So Old Saul made deals with a few gangs to protect us against arrest. In the case of the Godfishers, the deal was, we give them the worst of our convicts and criminals. They don't raid our land or murder our people. You Rangers know what it takes to survive in this world. Our choices ain't pretty, but you do the best you can for the most folks you can help. Simple as that. That's good old-fashioned Colorado justice. We slap lawbreakers into the pillories, strip them down, and let the cold do it. You can't go easy on traitors and criminals, not in a place like this. Not with the Wasteland right outside the walls. Only thing keeping us civilized is the law, and folks need to see what happens to people who break it. Rangers, I've got better things to do than chat about my glory days, especially with folks who shot some of my marshals. Now, do you need something important or not? Best damn outfit in the city. We're independent and tough as hell. No offense to the 100 families, but they're not welcome in the marshals. My boys and girls are ordinary folks who had to struggle for what they've got. That's the way I like it. All right. What have you got for me? You know where to find the door.
Patriarch says Gipper's had it coming.
Oh, Randy. So you gonna give us some boars or what?
Yeah, later.
Rangers rest.
So you gonna give us some boars or what?
Lame.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. You like it, bro.
Oh, it's the heroes who captured that dangerous desperado.
Let's.
You netted yourself one heck of a catch there, Franz. Keep that Vic guy behind bars, okay? Anyway, welcome to Taiwan Jones's store. Sardinely.
Welcome back, children. Had another rough night? Here you go, children.
Salvation is at hand.
You ever notice that the statue's eyes follow you wherever you
go? So you gonna give us some boars or what?
Ew. Light? Guess it's got alcohol, so whatever. Thanks.
Oh, yay! Light is my absolute fave.
You needle dicks are
Rangers
all right.
rescue Val Buchanan and bloody assault. Gippers routed and slain.
You've done a lot of good for poor folks. But that doesn't mean I like you.
Howdy, friends. Something I can do for you? Did he tell you why? Because that sick son of a bitch is after a new wife. The last one got a little too old and ran her mouth a little too much, so she wound up on a spit with an apple between her teeth. The hell with that! And the hell with you if you think I'm going back there. Well, damn, you make a good point there. All right, I'll leave in a few after I pack my things. I need to make sure I'm not walking back in unprepared, but if I get roasted for this, I hope you choke. I reckon you're done here. Get along.
Why would you even want to live with a bunch of uptight muckadees?
a sense of regards. Here's the note she promised you for delivering the girl. Pleasure doing business with you. None of your damn business. She thought you might get second thoughts about the job, so she bailed with the rest of the gang as soon as the girl showed up. Plus, the boss already had a buyer lined up, and we don't like to keep the customers waiting.
Good luck out there.
Were you there when that merc from Vegas tried to pick a fight with me in the Black Rock bar?
What? No. Who'd be stupid enough to pick a fight with you?
Huh. He didn't know me. Just saw a little chick with a Ranger star in her hat and decided to give me... He takes out his gun and tells Ramon to give him all the money in the till, like he's daring me to arrest him.
Jesus. Where did you bury the body?
It almost came to that, but fortunately, Muldoon came out of the shitter before I got my knife too far into his neck, and we just arrested him.
Thank God for that.
Dude must have drunk a fuck ton of beer, because when he pissed himself, his pants were wet down to the cuffs.
Finally, we have enough parts to finish the repair.
You know old Saul's gonna free these fools once you hand them over. And then the whole shit show will start again.
kid who beat up Bobby? What about...
I am delighted. The garage is an impressive space, staffed with well-qualified personnel. It is a lot less lonely than... Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
Still give him a licking if I see him.
Colonel Death will be along just as soon as I make sure you're all here.
And you haven't brought along any unexpected guests. Can't be too careful these days, right? Glad we have an understanding. Well, looks like everyone's here who's supposed to be here, so I'll give her a ring. 1 sec. All clear. Come ahead.
Hey now, cowboys. Face to face at last. And just as handsome as I thought you'd be. Remember when you chose to follow the Patriarch's orders instead of saving those folks Erastus threatened to slaughter? I figured we'd meet here so you could see what was left of him. I know Woodson told you to do Buchanan's bidding, but to my mind, it ain't the Ranger way to help the powerful ahead of the helpless. 'Cause things like this happen. Just something to keep in mind as you hear me out. Good eye, Doc. It's definitely put a hitch in my talk box. But no thank you, I got it under control. This and my fake leg are souvenirs from when my chopper got shot out of the sky over Long Beach, California. Good times. Since you've obviously got the skills to use them, here, I got a few extra med kits on me. Try not to use them all at once. Well, ain't you polite? Hope that bodes well. Now, what with you not taking Saul's sons out like I asked, I'm guessing we've got different ideas about how things in Colorado should play out. But I'm still hoping you'll come around, November. So here's the deal. As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. And second... Scar collectors. Well, well. Speak of the devil and her minions shall appear. Looks like Liberty overheard our rendezvous call. Guess we'll have to deal with this before we continue.
side!
As my friends and I see it, two things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. Second, and you're gonna love this, the patriarch's gotta go too. I love the people of Arizona. Arizona is my home. But are you willing to save lives there at the expense of lives here? Are you okay sending home food spattered with innocent blood? The Rangers have fought tyranny since the beginning, without compromise. How can we continue to do that if we take handouts from a tyrant? How can we pretend we're heroes if we do his dirty work to get it? Sorry, I had this argument with General Woodson 100 times. A sure deal was more important to him than a moral one. That's why the advance team went dark and decided to do this on our own. Of course, it turned out we couldn't do it on our own, which is why we were so happy when you showed up. And why we're here now, asking you for help. Thanks for hearing me out. Let's talk about Liberty first. I've got to hand it to her. Daddy's little girl has done the impossible. She's united the boldest and baddest warlords of the Eastern Plains, and she's getting ready to lead them into Colorado. When she does, well, that'll be the end of this place. Every man, woman, and child from here to the Rockies will be killed, enslaved, or taken as a sacrifice, and their houses and towns burned to the ground. None of us want that, right? Oh, I don't mind about that, so long as you change your mind about him after. So, glad to hear it. So here's the plan. Part 1, help Ironclad Cordite take control of Liberty's gangs. Then, Part 2, let them lead them all off to Kansas, where he can achieve his blood-soaked destiny without getting any on us. I know you've got him on ice back at Ranger HQ. Well, it's time to dust him off and put him to good use. Now, I'm guessing y'all have some questions. Pete and Brother Thomas came back with me from LA, and Tax from Arizona. These others are locals who have various gripes against the Patriarch. We trained them up as best we could. Nicer bunch of folks you'll never find. Pretty simple, really. The Patriarch has spies watching Liberty's compound. If you show up, those spies will think you're there on Daddy's behalf. And they'll be happy if we show up. Our plan is revealed, yeah? And that would give the Marshals a chance to button up Colorado Springs before we make our attack. They'd be waiting for us. Now that's gonna be a fight. Basically, while you're taking care of Liberty, my team will be in Colorado Springs, softening the ground. Once you finish up out there, you'll come back and help us corner the man and bring him down. Our primary concern, other than ending the bloody reign of the Buchanans, is minimizing civilian casualties. That means you've got to ride herd on your crew and watch who you ally yourself with. For instance, we don't want the gangs coming to the party. If Cordite wants to come along and get his revenge on the Patriarch, fine, but he leaves his army at home, no matter how tight a hold he thinks he's got on him. We want to be the good guys here, so we've got to do this clean. Rape and pillage is a surefire way to turn people against their liberators. Keep the peace, keep things fair. I don't see the Rangers running things. I see our job as keeping the playing field even. There's always a lot of weasels that come out of the woodwork after a big man falls, trying to grab a piece of the pie. So we're just gonna hang around, and every time a weasel pops their head up, we'll whack them. At the same time, whenever somebody comes along who tries to take care of the people, all the people, we'll help them out. But we ain't gonna be anybody's muscle. We'll answer to the people, nobody else. No idea. Nobody's tried it before, as far as I know. But it's worth a shot, right? Can't be worse than the way things are now. All right then, what's it gonna be? More than are being hurt now? Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna give you Liberty's location anyway. No matter what future we want, she's gotta be stopped, right? All I ask is, when you're finally standing face to face with her, please at least consider dealing with her our way and put a bullet between her eyes. Everything else we talked about, well, let your conscience be your guide. Good luck, cowboys. We'll talk again when Liberty's taken care of.
November, this is Ranger HQ. The Brainiacs in R&D just showed me some of the wild stuff they're done working on. You should come take a look when you're free. Over and out.
You're the Rangers? We've been hearing a lot about you.
Welcome, Rangers.
Are you ready? Left, right, right.
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So you...
Have you found victory yet, Rangers? Tell me. Dealt with? How? Good. He's done enough damage as it is. He was my heir, if you can believe it, until I realized he was never going to grow out of hurting people. Exiling him was the best of two bad options. The families wanted his head. Still, anyway, I promised you a reward. Here it is. Now, what else? Talk then. My hands don't shake. It better be. What else? Ha! That rumor just keeps coming back year after year. I have no need for secret prisons, Rangers. And if your baseless suspicions lead you to go snooping around this lovely neighborhood, bothering my finest citizens, I'll put you in one. Understood? Fine. You expect me to care more this time than I did last time? What's the complaint now? Nelius. I always planned to turn this nation over to the people when it was stronger. But Nelius refused to wait. He called for revolution, turned family against family, weakened us. I couldn't allow that. The survival of Colorado is more important than one family. Or one idea. You expect me to care more this time than I did last time? What's the complaint now? Better that than having the Godfishers raiding our outlying farms, isn't it? I'm protecting the law-abiding people of this nation, and ridding it of the people who break those laws at the same time. I call that a win-win. And yes, I know this is not something an honorable leader would do, but I will do anything, Rangers, anything to keep my people safe. Honor be damned. Understand me? Ask then. Fine. You recall the private prison I said I didn't have? That was in obfuscation. I do have such a prison. One of my highest valued prisoners is missing, and I'd like to know what happened to him. You... what? Ironclad Cordite is one of the most dangerous enemies I've ever fought, and you... why? You make a good point. Win or lose, Cordite's bid for power will make a mess of her forces. Good call. You have my blessing to use him. Just keep him on a tight leash. But that doesn't excuse you breaking into my property and killing my employees. I've given you wide latitude, Rangers, but this is out of bounds. Another offense like this and we're done. Got it? Get out of my sight.